Barakah Halalim, La Yahal Bashim Yahawashai, Bahal Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashai. And the only reason they do what they do, what we do, is through the Holy Spirit. What else is going to get your ass up and do things? So there's that. And, not everybody's going to believe you. And when I mean not everybody, I mean nobody. And everybody's going to disrespect you. Your support system is not going to be very supportive. Fucking bitches don't appreciate shit. And that's just part of life. And that's on you women. You're gonna all get fucked up. I don't think none of you from America are gonna make it. It's clearly evident. You don't know how to repent. You make me sick. Like the things you fucking say about people, about men that are trying to help your ass out. And then you can't fucking admit that you're wrong. And you Christians, even you men, especially you men, are like women. You're all like fucking women. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Man, go fuck yourself then, bitch. Everything is not gonna be alright. Fucking idiots. You say some fucking stupid ass shit, man. You don't use your brains. Like if you're reading the Bible, especially you Christians, but you're all gonna die. If you're reading the Bible, it's John 3:16 is a classic one for you motherfuckers. You'll read it and you'll say, "Oh, he loves the world." But you'll think that in English. Never will you fucking decide to think, what was this language translated from? That word world is cosmos. And it's talking about an apt and harmonious government. And then if you get even further into it, it's talking about his adorning. Which is really just talking about the elect. You ninjas don't know. You know what? Tomorrow's camp day. Everything's going to be better tomorrow. And if not, then, oh well. It's okay. Because I can't really complain. I can't really complain. Everything that I need, I got. I got a laptop. I got a 4K camera. I could easily set up and do a fucking... I am going to do it. What the fuck am I talking about? I am. I do sometimes. And that's something new for me. It's not new, but something I've been trying to do more with this 4K camera. So even though my life is not the greatest, it's not going as good as I thought it would go. Well, I never thought it would get intense like this, but it is intense. When you got work, when people fucking taking advantage of you at work, and people taking advantage of you at home. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing. So really, man, when you get more into the Bible, these motherfuckers think they're gonna make it. 2/3 think they're gonna make it. Oh, Jesus, know my heart. Your ass is gonna die. Your ass is gonna die. And I pray that I'm part of the elect. Pray that I get to float over you and watch you fucking perish. But that's how it is, you know. So let's get into some scriptures. Romans 3:1. What advantage then hath the Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision? Like what is the point? You know, what is the point? Let's say you do get let's say you are a Jew, but you don't believe. What's the fucking point then? You're just like a 2/3. You're just like a fucking heathen. Same thing. Like, what if you convert and you still don't believe? That's a fucking waste of your fucking time. Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of Yahweh. So it's not up to anybody but Yahweh for you to believe. He made you to believe. All your fucking downfalls, all the fights you get into, all the discrepancies, all the bad things, all the bad times, you know, those are all given to you as tests. But there's also good times. And those that can weather the storm, you know, survive and then live on, and they're cautious and they got this defense mechanism. Well, that's the elect. You know, we're like sketchy of you, not sketchy. We're like fucking, we got a swivel on our head. We're watching everybody that's next to us. We don't trust anybody. Like, I don't trust these niggas at work. I maybe I trust one guy. But only because he's from the same fucking place in Mexico that I'm from. And he fights roosters too. I fight roosters too. There's too much in common in that culture. You know, I know that I can rely on him. But I'm not going to tell him the truth because verse 3 will say, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? And when I'm talking to a new person, let's say anybody comes up and asks, what are you doing? I'll tell them, look, this is about the Hebrew Israelites still being here, blah, 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 the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. But not limited to that, because we also step out and get other women from around the nation, other nations. And that's what I'm, because we're all about Camp Cosmos, right? So the cosmos is his adorning. I can't shut down anybody that feels like they have something to say. That's the Lord making them talk. And then when I get to the crucial part, I say, God, they painted God to be a so-called white man. So first I give them the easy stuff, right? And then it gets harder. That's iconoclasm. So-called white man is the devil, Esau, and that's another thing too, Esau and Jacob. And then we'd have to tell them about the Lord being a dark-skinned man, a black man, so-called black, you know, Negro, and his father being the same, just like him, and then his people, then it gets real crucial. Then the face changes. Oh, you're trying to be racist? No, motherfucker, you forgot that I told you. Or the first thing that I told you is the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Lord's chosen people, but they are people. We like other nations' women, and we have kids with them, and they end up looking like those nations. So you totally forgot about that. See, I set you up, and now you're guilty. So guess what? I don't want to do that to this guy. I mean, he died, right? But I'm not gonna fuck his brain up. He's already fucking sick and shit. He's already fucking suffering. The curses too. I see it, man. So, man. And then another thing is the ultimate thing is that these so-called priests and reverends and people that have churches, they'll set you up. These motherfuckers sent people to fucking try to fuck me up. And I already knew because I was scopeoing. You know? You gotta have that swivel on your head. And then we had an ignorant brother that, oh, that's okay, no, we don't, man. That's a sign. You know, I don't know if he does camp still or even watches the videos. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But man, sometimes being too zealous is not a fucking good thing. Use your goddamn brain. You know? And if you're a brother that's never been in a fight, don't try to dictate the pace of when people are attacking brothers in camp. Shut your ass up, man. If you have been in a fight, then you step up and you fucking protect that brother. But it'll show. You know? You gotta smack people around sometimes. And most times, they'll still won't believe. So then, what you have to do is you have to take care of yourself. Because they sent this dude, and he didn't have shoes, so I knew something was up. And the first thing I thought to myself was maybe I'll get this guy some shoes and show him that I'm not just out here trying to condemn white people. Which I am. But there's a difference between a fucking neo-Nazi and an Irish person. Man, I would say. That Irish man is most likely an Iberian. That Armenian man is most likely an Iberian. The fucking dude from Afghanistan, that might be an Iberian. That Hindu guy that tries to be cool with you guys all the time, that might be an Iberian. That might be a Hebrew Israelite. You don't fucking know. So then things get real crazy when people start showing the spirit and they don't look like the sign, right? Because you're looking at the sign and you don't see them. So verse 4 would say, Yahweh forbid, yeah, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So you got to remain humble, because it's very easy to get puffed up. Oh, I'm the elect, blah, 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 hoop-de-hoop. And I say that because of the chariots and the healings. Because remember, I always say my knee, my knee, my knee, my knee, my knee, my knee. But I'm never going to stop praising you. How about Shimi? How was shy about it? That was a miracle. That was a miracle. Motherfucking bone. Let me see if I can illustrate it. Fucking not very. There it is. Okay, let's see. All right, this will be a good one. You see that fucking bone? Those two bones at the top and the bottom. But that bone hinged on the side, the fibula. It's called the fibula. Look at it. It's called the fibula. That motherfucker popped out right there, and it fucking popped out, and it hurt real fucking bad, man. And I was in very great pain. And then I said, yeah, in my brain, and then it healed, and I finished it. Yeah, how about Shimmy Al Shai? And I was amazed. I was beside myself, and then the pain instantaneously stopped. That motherfucking fibula was out of place, man. And you've watched motherfucking sports injuries where that shit happens. Big giant dudes get that fibula out of place, and they're down, man. That's not a that's a serious injury. So he at this, and that was funny because the devil was telling me, yeah, you could do it, and then I tried it on the trampoline, fucked up the landing, fucked myself up, and then he sent a ministering angel to clean up, and that bone popped back in place. I don't know how, but it did. Romans 3:5, and this will be the last one. But if our unrighteousness commend the righteousness of Yahweh, what shall we say? If Yahweh unrighteous who taketh vengeance, is Yahweh unrighteous who taketh vengeance? I speak as a man. So you gotta let things marinate in your brain. I think that was about 4 or 5 years ago. Man, maybe 4. So, with that I'm gonna say shalom.